Hello, what is up everyone? Today I want to share with you some events which have happened in the last couple days. It's been quite eventful, but has also been very annoying. So jumping straight to it, this is what happened. Okay, straight off the bat I said it was the last couple days. It has been, but it did start about a week ago. So last Saturday, my car wouldn't start. This happened before, my batteries died. Woohoo! I suppose it's not really of a surprise being not the newest of cars. I didn't need it at all, so there was no rush to get it done. So that was Saturday, and the day after my parents went on holiday for 2 weeks, meaning I had to fend for myself here at home. So I worked in the week. Come Friday, I thought, because it was my day off, I would phone the AA and see if they could come and fix my car for me. Hello. Good afternoon, this is Malcolm from the AA speaking. How can I help you today? Hi, yeah, my name's Saxon and I'm just calling to see if we can get an AA engineer out to my car, please. If I can just take some details, please, sir, and we'll get someone out to you as soon as possible. Yeah, brilliant, thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 So they took my details, they told me they'd be getting someone out to me as soon as possible. I was like, okay, fine. So I sat back and waited and waited and waited. To be fair, it was about an hour and a quarter, maybe. But he came, he tested my battery for me. So basically, he was telling me how a battery should have a rating of 350 amps across the battery. Mine had 95. Here's the evidence to prove so. Turns out my car didn't even have enough electricity for the printer that the AA man had, which that was printed on. That's not even enough power to open my doors. But he did say that my alternator, whatever the hell that is, was working totally fine. Keep note of this because it becomes important later on in the story. So, AA man says to me, you're gonna have to get a new battery, mate. But the good news is your alternator's working fine. So he gets me started and I have to drive down to the garage. I get down to the garage, explain the situation, they find me a battery, pay the money to get a brand new battery fitted in my car. After waiting around for that for about 30-40 minutes, garage man comes up to me and basically states that there's a little connector on top of my battery which is really worn and I ought to get a new one. So he fits the battery, plonks the old one on, tells me to head down to a local DIY store and get one of these little connectors. He also gave me instructions of how to connect two wires that were dangling when I get the new connector, but I did not trust myself to do that. So when I got the connector, I phoned back the garage, seen if they'd do it for me, and luckily they would. So after driving down to the DIY store and after driving back to the garage, waiting another 10-15 minutes maybe, he fitted the new connector for me and voila, my car is working. Perfect, now I've got a working car, I can go back home quickly, get changed, then go to town, then I came home and proceeded to make dinner. So here we go. Dinner in the oven, had them cooking away nicely. Put the timer on for about 20 minutes and started playing on my tablet. All of a sudden, that one that I just shown you is our fire alarm, but this one was slightly different. I searched high, I searched low, I could not find the source of the beeping. 5 minutes later, I did find the source of the beeping. Carbon monoxide detector. So I Google what to do because I have no clue. I didn't even know we owned one of these things. Should have guessed we should have had one. I open all the windows and phone the gas man, where I have another conversation. Hello. Hi, this is Benny from the gas service. How can I help you today? Hi, my name is Saxon and I've had a carbon monoxide alarm go off in my house. Okay, that's fine. Don't panic. Here's some safety information that you should follow. And if I can just take some details from you, we can have someone out to you pretty shortly. Okay? Okay, that's brilliant. Thanks very much. I don't know why the guy wore glasses. I don't know what you look like. If you are watching, then okay, so about half an hour passes and the gas man turns up. So we found the gas meter and he tested for any leaks. Thankfully, there was none. He then moved on to the appliances in the kitchen, the oven I was using, also the boiler. He was probably there for nearly a couple hours, or maybe it just felt like that. And he basically concluded, without going into details, that we need a concern for safety sticker on the boiler and a concern for safety sticker on the oven. Neither of which are a massive, massive concern for safety, otherwise our gas would be off. But luckily, I've still got heating and I can use all the appliances basically, apart from the bottom oven. That's excluded. All that palaver ends and everyone goes home. I don't get my dinner because the bread has gone hard by this time. The meatballs I just put back in the fridge because they didn't even get heated up at all, and I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, get ready for work, get in my newly fixed car, put the key in the ignition, turn it, and nothing happened. Nothing. Not a thing. So I walked to work and at some point phoned the garage to see what they'd say about it. I'm not going to imitate another one of them phone calls, I'm done with that. But he said, it sounds like your alternator's gone. Bing, ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Who remembered about the alternator? That's why I told you about it. He now thinks that the one thing that AA said was perfectly fine with my car is broken. Gosh, I'm so done with being alone in the house. So I get home that day, phone the AA to come back, have a bath, and then realise I probably didn't have time for a bath, so I rush the bath, get a phone call from my mum while I'm in the bath while they're on holiday, so I have to get out the bath anyway, and then rush to the door when basically he turns up just so I go out of the bath and dry myself with wet hair and it's really messy. We get to the car and he lifts the bonnet. Sir, that's your problem right there. As soon as he lifted the bonnet, one of the terminals had come off the battery. The conclusion we came to was that the garage hadn't fitted my battery properly. So all he did was put the terminal back on, ram some wires in, tighten it up with something that he used. I was set to go. Yes! My battery had finally been fixed and the AA man had gone on. I'd signed a thing to say that he'd been, given them a great service smiley face thing on their little survey, and gone inside to eat my dinner, which had been cooking. The meatballs had actually warmed up using the top oven, not the bottom one. Did you listen? That's the broken one. And the breads, which I'd been heating at the same time in the top oven, gone a bit too crispy for my liking. And breathe. Everything had been fixed. We've had the gas man come, we had AA man come. Now it's time to sit back, relax, have a nice evening on the Xbox, and things would work perfectly for me. Of course they don't. There'd been an update on the game I wanted to play and the servers were down. I say they were down. They weren't not working, they were just at that point where they're trying to work and it takes about an hour to connect into a game. And when you finally do connect into a game, everyone in there is level maximum, own your whole team, because that's real fun gaming, and that was bound to happen that day. So we scrapped that idea and I go over there and I sleep. This morning I wake up just like that, and this is where we are today, with me here telling you a story about the last few days, which have been manic to say the least. I cannot wait for my parents to come home so everything can return back to normality, what I do a lot less than I'm doing at the moment. Hashtag living at home. Just one more week, just one. Although when this goes out it will probably be tomorrow. So tomorrow they're back and everything can return back to normal again. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a bit of a rant video and it's not the most entertaining one, but it wasn't what I planned. Once again, I hope you enjoyed anyway. If you did, give it a like. If you haven't already subscribed to me, go do that now. You'll get notified of all my new videos. Like I said, thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time. Self-writing in glasses. Check that out.